Yeah. An ugly win's better than a pretty loss. I know that. I've played this game long enough to know that just getting a win, finding any way to get a win against a desperate team, a team that's kicking onside kicks with a 14-point lead and changing things up. Just proud of the way we fought because it wasn't pretty. We did not play up to our standard and play the way we're coached at times, but guys hung in there. Defense played great, kept getting us the ball back, and just good to get out of here with a win.
What does the no-huddle do to sort of get the offense going, you think?
It tired them out a little bit, especially in their secondary. They went down a corner and really had 3 corners left. So got them tired, kept things off balance, and it was a great halftime adjustment by Coach Knapp and the rest of the crew.
You think that was the difference, the no-huddle in the second half?
The play in the second half was the difference. We did not play a good first half, but we came alive in the second half, and defense kept getting us the ball back and kept making plays for us.
Carson, you took a lot of hits today. How much did you guys do, either in terms of play calling or adjustments, to try to keep some of that pressure off?
That was a desperate team. They needed a win, and they did some uncharacteristic things. They're coming off a bye. They did some things that they hadn't previously shown. We kept countering it on the sideline with the coaches and kept slowing them down. And that front four doesn't have a ton of sacks, but they get after the quarterback, and they're relentless. We did a good job up front in the second half, especially giving us some time to get the ball to the outside to the receivers.
What did you see on that 4th and 10 play? What were you looking for? Was DHB?
The pass interference?
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought a blitz late, and it's just one of those opportunities where we're better than we felt that we're better on the outside, and just trying to give DHB a chance to make a play. They did a good job with the pressure. It's a pressure they haven't shown hardly at all, and just we're going to go up against your guy and come down with the ball, and if we don't, we're going to fight for it and get PI, and DHB did a great job doing that.
What to say about your team? You say you didn't play up to your standard, but you still came out with a W.
Well, it's a sign of a team that doesn't give up, and coaches are all over us and harp on the little things, and we didn't do a good enough job as players doing all the little things. I didn't do a good enough job doing all the little things right, and that's what practice is for. We're going to continue to work in practice, and we got a big division game coming up this week in Kansas City, so we got to find a way to get a win there too.
Carson, the interception, was that one of those balls you kind of regret, right?
Absolutely.
In your hand?
Absolutely. Should have just taken the sack. I had I think it was Mike Goodson open in front of me, and I was stumbling and just trying to flip him the ball, and I can't put our defense in that situation. I tried to flip it to him, and just as I was going down, I flipped it right over his head, and they made a good play on it, but it's something I can't do. It's got to learn from it.
So the determinants is the fact that maybe they just pressured you pretty well, and
they did a good job. I mean, they defensively they'd had some bad games at home, but they'd played really well on defense on the road, especially. And they had some good pressures. They had some different things that they had worked on last week in the bye week, and obviously had watched us. And we did a good job countering them on the sidelines and just moving the ball in the second half better.
You competed really well in the second half. Can you talk about the message at halftime?
Coach Knapp was not happy at halftime, so to speak. We had a great game plan coming in, and we weren't executing as individuals. And it starts with me being the quarterback. You got to execute, and you got to execute the game plan. And Coach Knapp let us have it, and that offensively that fired us up, and we took it, as almost a threat. He was all over us. And sometimes you need that from your coach. He picked the right time. He doesn't always do that. But he picked the right time and let us have it, and we came together and found ways to move the ball and found ways to score in the second half.
Was he more upset about mental mistakes or effort?
Yeah, just not effort. He definitely would have let us have it if it was effort, but that's not something that I think he worries about. He knows what kind of group we have effort-wise, but just little things, technique, and really execution. It always comes down to execution, and we weren't executing, and he let us know that.